So today we're going to be talking about the harsh reality, and that's why nobody clicks your videos. I get it, I've been there. You put in the work, you edit at every cut, nail the pacing, even added those fancy transitions you spent weeks on learning, and still, crickets. The problem isn't your content, your video is actually good. Your problem is packaging, and today we're going to be delving deep into this topic. So let's talk about the click problem. YouTube is not a video platform. As Mr. Beast says, YouTube is click and watch platform. Means if nobody clicks, nobody watches. It's that simple. So without the clicks, YouTube can't test or promote your video, which means if you get no clicks, you get no views. Without the views, the algorithm buries your video completely, meaning no growth. Your channel flatlines no matter how good your video actually is. So the problem that most beginners, including myself, do is you're focused on the wrong thing. Most creators spend 90% of their energy on editing, color grades, cuts, music, sync, but viewers never get that far. They decide whether to click under 2 seconds based entirely on what they see in the feed. And packaging is the first impression. If it fails, the video never gets seen. And that's the problem. People, especially at the beginning, think it's the video problem. No, it's the packaging problem. So before blaming everything on packaging, let's examine a little bit what packaging actually means. Packaging is the title and thumbnail working together as a single unified promise to the viewer, delivering your idea, communicating your idea. The point of the thumbnail is a bold visual that stops the scroll, that stands out among others, and sparks curiosity at a glance, makes a person say, wait, I'm gonna check, what is this video about, looks interesting. And then they read the title. The title is the sharp line of a copy that completes the thumbnail's promise and delivers clarity and demands a click. So the most important thing is that both elements must point to the same idea. Confusion kills clicks. Remember, thumbnail appears to your heart, to your emotion. The title appears to your brain, where you read it and understand, so this is what it is about. Oh, I would like to know more. And those two work in unison. So let's talk a little bit about the scroll stopping power. The thumbnail, as said, appeals to your heart. Remember, it really has to be striking. Take a look at this example, the Ice Age is now, Frostbitten Secrets. You have to have the visual contrast, bright colors, strong faces, clear composition cut through the crowded feed instantly. You have to have bold messaging, short, punchy line of text that amplifies the hook and reinforces the line. Strong visuals stop scrolling behavior. When you're scrolling, you're like in a trance, and the idea is to do a pattern interrupt here. Your thumbnail needs to look different from every other video on the page, not to blend in. If it looks just like the others, then you fail. And when it comes to the title, you have to make your viewers need to know. You have to create an itch, the curiosity gap. Curiosity beats information every single time. Best titles don't explain everything. They open a loop in your viewer's mind, which they need to feel to compel the need to close. So tease the outcome without giving it away. Pose a question the viewer is already asking. Or create, I need to see how this ends in your viewers' minds. Remember, it's the curiosity that drives the click, not information. So let's go over the most common packaging mistakes that I've been doing for a long time and I see so many new creators make, and that's why their videos flop. Most beginner creators make same easily avoidable errors that silently kill their click-through rate. Click-through rate is the percentage of how many viewers seen your thumbnail and title and they click it versus the ones that I just see it and scroll past. So the problems are, you have vague titles. My gaming video number 4 tells nobody anything and it's about you. Zero curiosity, zero reason for click. If I'm your viewer, what's in it for me? Remember, when I'm scrolling through the YouTube, I'm selfish. I'm looking something for myself. I don't care what you did. I care what's in it for me. So if you reframe your mind, you have to make it specific. Second is Personal diary framing, what I did this weekend. Who cares? Viewers don't know you yet. Unless you're a celebrity, this content will not work. So personal diary, forget it. Then you have a title and thumbnail mismatch. Your title and thumbnail say different things. Viewers get confused and scroll past. So for example, like I said, how to make the world's best pancakes. And the thumbnail shows a book. Confused mind doesn't click. But the worst one is the clickbait without payoff. Overpromising destroys trust and tanks your watch time. So even if a person clicks, the moment they see this video is not for them, they're gonna be going off, never to return, because you used a bad clickbait. And then I hear you ask, is there a good clickbait? Yes, we're gonna get to that. So let's talk about weak versus the strong packaging. We talked about, for example, title, My Morning Routine. Well, as a content creator, it's about me. As a viewer, why should I care about your morning routine? What would be another strong example of packaging? I woke up at 5 a.m. for 30 days. This is what happened. I mean, it's the same topic, it's the same idea. But see how packaging say, okay, you woke up at 5 a.m. for 30 days. I mean, you're nuts. I would like to sleep, but here's what happened. So what did happen? I would like to know. The thumbnail is like blurry selfie, no text overlay. Yeah, who cares? Strong packaging example, bold 30 days, expressive face, high contrast. It drives you to click, it stops the scroll. Maybe the thumbnail alone won't drive the click, but it's gonna tell you to watch at the title. What is this guy doing? And then you're gonna be reading and say, ah, okay. Then when it comes to your message, it's unclear, it could be anything, but here it's one promise. It's transformation story with a result. And the result, of course, of the weak packaging is low click-through rate. It's buried by the algorithm. While with strong packaging, you get a high click-through rate, which actually then pushes it to new audiences. And maybe, just maybe, your audience is within the scope of that broader when the YouTube algorithm pushes it further. YouTube likes when people watch your content. So if you get a high click-through rate, meaning a lot of the people that see your title and thumbnail decide to click and watch, YouTube is going to promote it further. So let's just talk briefly about how does the click-through rate help you get more viewers. So on this chart that you have on the left-hand side, you have two examples. The flat line is 2 to 3% click-through rate. So that means when you publish a video, shortly after it goes live, you should be watching, let's say 1 week or 2 weeks after, you should be monitoring your click-through rate. If it's below 3%, that means YouTube is gonna tank it. Some people will see it, but it's not going to be promoted to a bigger audience. While if it's 6 to 10 click-through rate, algorithm pushes wider, views compound, more people see it, and just who knows, maybe more people of your own audience join your channel. So that's why I'm saying click-through rate in the beginning is everything. It helps you gain new viewers. So why am I driving this point home so much? Because especially early on when you're beginning, but even that applies when you're a more seasoned YouTuber, you want to master your packaging. It's as Mr. Beast said, people don't click, they don't watch. So that means packaging is the highest single leverage skill a creator can develop. One great title and thumbnail can unlock thousands of views overnight on videos that you have already made. And here guys is a super hack. Go through your videos that you think you're good, which you might have already posted, and ask yourself, can I use psychology to drive the click to those videos? Because you could be just changing the title and thumbnail and your views might be taking off. Your old video that you have already invested quite a lot of time and effort into could be taking off and taking your whole channel along with it. So to help you get there, I have put down in the YouTube Operator Academy a course about packaging. Let me just show you this real quick. YouTube Operator Academy is a paid community that I'm hosting on Skool, where you can actually learn how to start, how to grow on YouTube without the overwhelm, by doing exactly step by step and focusing on the right things at the right time. For example, we're talking about packaging in this episode. Let me show you. Here I have created an entire packaging masterclass where I'm taking all of the key concepts. I'm telling you why do awesome videos get no views, how do title and thumbnail work together. Then you have a thumbnail mastery course, how to make great thumbnails, the psychology of it, how to design it using Canva. This is my favorite tool. I used Photoshop before, now I prefer Canva. And then we're going to be going over the weird thumbnails that actually work. Then you have an entire title masterclass, how to design a clickable titles, the psychology, which frameworks, which paints to use, how to which power words unlock your content progression. There's so much there, and this is all available within my YouTube Operator Academy. And if that's not enough, you can join our community and you can start commenting and getting help from me and other people. So the idea is, in YouTube Operator Academy, you want to dive deep into learning this psychology, learning titles, learning packaging, and then apply immediately. Go back to your last 5 videos, apply what you have learned, rewrite the titles, redesign the thumbnails. Just imagine that thumbnail that you spent 5 minutes on when you were doing your previous video. By changing it, you could make that video take off easily. And then watch it compound. In the YouTube Operator Academy, I'm gonna still show you some extra secrets where you would know which videos you should improve titles and thumbnails on. I hope you find this video insightful and it's going to point you to the real problems and what you should be focusing on, because my ultimate goal is to help you create better titles and thumbnails, create better videos, and succeed on YouTube without getting overwhelmed with so many advice out there. If you liked it, I would appreciate a like. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.